Okay, that took me some time to find some information. So there are several different actual spellings of Beal. And I can definitely see why it was confounded with Baal or Baal because they all did the same evil shit. So let's go ahead and go over it. If you're new here, my name's Sandra. I love old books. This is my set of encyclopedias from the 1890s, the Chambers Encyclopedias. So what I was able to find, so Beal isn't in either any of my encyclopedias under any of the spellings, but what I was able to find is Beltane, which is essentially the holiday that was based on Beal. So Beltane or Beltine or Bealtaine, the name of a heathen festival once common to all the Celtic nations and traces of which have survived to the present day. The name is derived from tin or tien, fire, and Beal. Beal is understood to be the name of a god not directly connected with the Asiatic Belus, but a deity of light peculiar to the Celts, appearing as Belinus in Ausonius, Tertullian, and numerous inscriptions. The great festival of this worship among the Celtic nations was held in the beginning of May, but there seems to have been a somewhat similar observance in the beginning of November, the beginning and end of summer. On such occasions, all the fires in the district were extinguished. The need fire was then kindled with great solemnity, and from this sacrificial fire the domestic hearths were rekindled. The earliest mention of the Beltane is found in Cormac, Archbishop of Cashel, in the beginning of the 10th century. 2 fires were lighted side by side, and to pass unhurt between them was wholesome for men and cattle. Traces of this usage existed in the Scottish Highlands even in the 19th century, and it is more than probable that the leaping through the flames, which was then practiced, was a survival of the time when sacrifices of animals and even of human beings was thus offered. See? They act like they have no idea why they could be confounded. Probably because they're exactly the same thing. At Carnac in Brittany and in the Irish South Isles of Arran, to the present day, the domestic animals are driven through the flames and thus obtain immunity from accident and disease throughout the year. Some scholars have striven to identify the worship of the Celtic Beal with that of Baal or Bel of the Phoenicians and other Semitic nations. It is unnecessary, however, to go beyond the family of nations to which the Celts belong in order to find analogies, either for the name or the thing. See, they're trying hard to try to make it seem like even back then. Grimm identifies the Celtic Beal not only with the Slavonic Belbog or Beelbog, Beel or Bjeel, white bog, a god, but also with the Scandinavian and Teutonic Balder or Paltar, whose name appears under the form of Baldag, the white or bright day, and who appears to have been also extensively worshipped under the name Fol or Pol. The universality all over Europe in heathen times of the worship of these personifications of the sun and of light through the kindling of fires and other rites still finds a survival in the periodical lighting of bonfires. The more marked turning points of the seasons would naturally determine the times of these festivals. The 2 solstices at midwinter and midsummer, and the beginning and end of summer, would be among the chief seasons. The periods of observance, which varied, no doubt, originally more or less in different places, were still further disturbed by the introduction of Christianity. Unable to extirpate these rites, the Church sought to Christianize them by associating them with rites of her own, and for this purpose either appointing a church festival at the time of the heathen one, or endeavored to shift the time of the heathen observance to that of an already fixed church festival. You don't fucking say. Typical Christians, huh? All over the south of Germany, the great bonfire celebration was held at midsummer. Johannisfeuer, a relic probably of the sun festival of the summer solstice. Throughout the north of Germany, it was held at Easter. It is probable that this fire festival, Osterfeuer or Ostera, a principal deity among the Saxons and Angles, had been originally held on the 1st of May and was shifted so as to coincide with the church festival now known as Easter. Now I'm going to have to look into Ostara as well. In Great Britain, St. John's Eve was celebrated with bonfires, and Easter had its fire rites, which, although incorporated in the service of the Roman Catholic Church, were clearly of heathen origin. But the great day for bonfires in the British Islands was the 1st of November. Fewer traces of this are found in any other countries, and therefore we must look upon it as more peculiarly Celtic. Okay, I love this because so many Christians want to talk so much shit to like the witchy girls or the people who believe more in like the earth and the universe, which if you believe in God, hello, he made the earth, the universe, the rocks, the crystals, the moon, the water, the cycles. So I don't understand how people try to like distinguish them and be like, oh no, one's really bad and one's really good. And this just tells you right here, a bunch of the holidays that are claimed by Christians were actually heathen holidays that Christians just decided to Christianize, and then they want to talk shit to people. Holy shit. I know people are going to get mad at me. It's okay. I absolutely love God. I believe in God. I have an amazing relationship with God. God is not a Christian, okay? God does not agree with organized religion. Organized religion was something brought about by the blues to control people. I digress. What should we go over next? I'm definitely going to go over that, though. Ostara. That was a good one.